Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Late Night with... Oh, hey, that's for next week. Late Night with Los, everybody. Welcome on in. It is me. I'm your host, Catinator3k. Keep it coming. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, one more time. Come on. Hey, a pleasure. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, so, the studio, they've been having some conversations, right, about, man, the ratings for Late Night with Los. Well, they have been down, and they said, maybe some young gun, some new blood, some new talent could come shake it up, could shake up the show. So that's why they've got me here today, and I'm so very excited to be taking you guys through it. Now, before we jump into our special guest to be revealed here in a couple of minutes, I just want to take the time to talk about some recent drama, some recent developments going on in the esports scene. My time to get a little bit of monologue in. So I want to talk about none other than the man, the myth, the legend, the mob's leader, Frosty. Now, if you might have seen some recent Twitter development, some recent drama, Frosty has been beefing with the CEO of 100 Thieves, Nadeshot. Now, Frosty claims that he was taken advantage of back in his youth. He couldn't get brand deals. He couldn't find opportunities. He had to scrounge for work and make chump change. That's what he told us here on Twitter. I mean, just up at the screen, just look, pay your attention there right now. Anyone who actually watches our streams from the Mob House knows exactly how much of a struggle it was to stream with the internet in that house. Now, we came to find out via Nadeshot's stream, Frosty and the Mob were in charge of their own internet. That is their own decision. Now, how are you going to tell the CEO of the company, hey, man, I just can't stream this week. The internet's not good enough. That's the equivalent of a Walmart worker calling in sick, trying to say they don't feel good that day. Man, you're in full control of this. You can't blame anybody else. So to see it come through, very sad. But that is not all Frosty had to say. He would continue on talking about how much of a struggle it was to be a young creator in LA. He said, imagine if we had the money to where we didn't have to stress over where our next meal was coming from. We could have done some big things, but I guess we'll just never know. We just won't find out. Well, we come to find out later on, we knew where the next meal was coming from. It came from DoorDash, and it came from Uber Eats. Look at how many damn packages are behind this man. And tell me he doesn't know where his next meal is coming from. He doesn't make enough. Now, speaking of which, not making enough for Frosty is making $60K a year, $3K a month per person. That's not enough. Now, I know what you're thinking. $60K in LA, man, that's chump change. That's nothing. Hell, I live in St. Louis, Missouri. $60K a year with a couple kids in mind, with maybe someone else you got to support, isn't going to be enough. I get that. But that's $60K from the organization. Now, as a content creator, you're still getting your ad revenue, your Twitch subs. You're still getting that 180 that you're constantly rolling. There's still money in your pocket. It's not just the $60K. So the fact that he comes through, says, man, listen, it's not enough money, we're being exploited, it's just ridiculous. It's absolutely shameful. And to look at the fact that this is what you're living like, it's embarrassing. It really is just embarrassing. So massive L for Frosty this week, one that you don't recover from. He's just been clowned day in and day out. Constantly creators will tell you, hey, I did this and this and this. The best example in my mind is Formula, talking about the fact that, man, he wouldn't eat. He lived in a house that was really just a blanket on the floor and a desk in the corner with a blue snowball, trying his best, saving every single dollar to go towards making the next content. I mean, starting out, I used to cast 10 hours straight doing Call of Duty Warzone, doing CSGO for a small energy drink company. You know how much they paid me at the end of 10 hours? You know how much they paid me? $10. I made $10 for 10 hours of hard labor. I was exhausted by the end, but I was proud of my progress, and I got to take that opportunity into what is now paid gigs in the future. So what it sounds like to me is Frosty's a man who just doesn't want to work for it, and that's just what it is. But speaking of people who will work for it, people who shine above the rest. We got a special guest coming in this week. Ladies and gentlemen, you might know him. He might be familiar to you. He's a content creator. He's a caster. He's a commentator. He's a former gym rat who, man, looks pretty fine. I won't lie to you. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome tonight to the show a special guest near and dear to my heart. It's none other than the Carlos, the handsome host himself. Carlos, stop playing with us. Get on in here, brother. What is going on?
It's good to be here. A little confusing with that sign that you had earlier. I'm happy to see that change. Let's not get to any renovations. This is a trial, Cat. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here.
No, I know that. I knew that. I knew that. Don't worry, Los. Definitely a trial. You know, new things coming, or could be coming. Excuse me, but you know, it's interesting to have you here on the couch with us this week, not behind the desk. You know, it's kind of ironic because this side of the studio has your name on it, but you're over there. But anyway, how's it feel, man? Coming on to your own show, your life's work, your blood and sweat, all as a guest.
You know, I've been waiting for the opportunity to be interviewed because it's one of those situations where it's always the bridesmaid, never the bride, always the interviewer, never the interviewee. I want someone to have some interest in me. I'm out here sending the DM. Someone send me a DM. Well, I mean, we got it. We're here. We made it.
Oh, I mean, how could you not send this guy a DM? He's just so very handsome, a treasure. I mean, let's get a closer look on him real quick. Oh. That is a man right there. He is absolutely beautiful, and it is a pleasure to have you on. Now, Los, we'll start things off simple, man. Just getting to see you here in the first place. Let's talk about some goals for you, Los. Now, you do it all, right? You're somebody who's been a caster, you've been a host, you've been an interviewer, you've been around to LANs and things of this nature. What is your goal? What do you want out of your career?
Man, that's a great question, because to tell you the truth, I don't really know yet.
Oh.
I don't rightly know what I'm trying to shoot for because I've had my hands in so many different things, but I think it comes down to the fact that I love hosting. I love doing Late Night with Los, and I've had this idea in my head that I would make like a travel game show, or traveler gamer show, where I would go around the globe, meeting different gamers, going into their homes and kind of seeing their stream setups, kind of living their life with them wherever that may be. If it's in Germany, if it's in France, if it's in New Jersey, we'll go out, get some fucking Jersey Mike subs if they have anything gluten-free. But I would want to go and check out just the different cultures around gaming across the world. And I had this idea that I'd do a season of Late Night with Los, do a season of that show, and kind of just run that cycle.
Huh. Very interesting, very interesting. Now, you've made tons of different forms of content throughout the years. We got originally, what were these consistent fitness videos, right, to come through the shenanigans, the antics there, always almost tying into gaming. We've gotten to see different short form skits. What has been the development of your career going through, specifically the last 2 years, after what was that first LAN of yours, the Brookland event over in New York City back last August the 9th? What has been the progression of your career since that moment?
Yeah, that was a pretty wild moment because I was still I Can Go Pro back then. I wasn't Los at the moment. I was still I Can Go Pro, and that was such a nervous moment for me because I was at my last apartment. I was a 3-minute walk from Brookland. I had been trying to get there for so long and just try to work with them, and they finally had a Valorant tournament, and that felt like, yes, this is the kicking off point. But that was really just the beginning. And though it felt good to me, it didn't really matter too much. Sure, I got a little bit more clout, but it kind of expanded my whole idea that I'm just getting started, and I'm still a small fry, so we got to keep that shit running. It was a moment of not I made it, but I've realized how much I have to do.
Sure. Yeah, there's a lot that goes into it. You talk about the fact that before then you were I Can Go Pro. You know, I've been in the trenches the last couple of days, Los, preparing for you yourself, the force that you are. What was the switch from I Can Go Pro to the handsome host himself?
So this was with my second event at Brookland. I don't think many people ever saw it. I don't even know if it was streamed or broadcast. No, it had to be streamed, but it just wasn't a popular event. It was this Rocket League tournament for I believe a charity related to 9/11 survivors or the children of kids who lost their parents in it. And I was running with my man Dax City, dope guy, great commentator. And afterward, we were sitting at the bar in Brooklyn because it's a bar venue, and we were just having a drink, and he was saying, "Hey, Los, I Can Go Pro. That name kind of fucking sucks, bro. You gotta change it." And he said it, but when he said that, I was like, he is so right. He is absolutely correct. This isn't going to work because it's not marketable to brands.
Sure.
If you're going to drop that on a header, like a teaser for talent,
right,
that just looks dumb. It looks like I'm a player. It doesn't look like I'm a respectable talent or host. So I thought, I always tell people to call me Los. I'm going to be Los now.
Sure. Yeah, I like that. I mean, I feel like a lot of talent throughout the last couple of weeks have kind of reverted over. I mean, Spicy Pyros, now Ash. There's something much more personable to it being tied into you, tying into your real identity. You know, fuck you, man. I kind of feel like you're talking shit on Catinator3k because, you know, everyone knows Catinator, bro. Like, I don't really feel like I need to share the username, but, you know, hey, man. Audience. Folks at home. Folks here in the studio tonight. What do you think? Catinator, is that a good name?
I mean, you can't disagree with the audience.
So, hey, man, to each their own. Happy for you, though. Have you found yourself this new identity? Now, you talked to us about casting, man. I got to ask you. Right now, you've got the suit coat on. You got the chain. You're dripped out. But what's under? What's below the desk, man? What are you wearing right now? When you're on the desk, when you got to dress up fancy, are you going the whole 9 yards? Are you putting on the pants? Stand up for us real quick, Los.
I'm gonna say before I do it, fuck no. No, we got some. These are American Eagle shorts. I got the socks on. Bro, I'm not getting dressed for that. That doesn't make any sense. It's super hot in my room because I'm not gonna turn on the AC. It's gonna mess with the audio. What's the reasoning? We're not standing casting. You ain't gonna do it. It's unnecessary.
I think this is fair. I mean, think about it. No one's seeing below. It's like back in the work for home era, you know, nobody was going the extra mile to throw the pants on. I mean, and neither was this guy, man. This is a big cast for you. This is Nace Star League, right? This is the cream of the crop, the top of collegiate gameplay, and this guy pulled up. Are these underpants? Looks, are these your underwear?
You want to? Yeah, that is my underwear. But you want to know a secret?
Well, yeah, hit me.
That's staged. That was a staged picture. I was wearing shorts. That's a staged picture I took it after the fact. After I was done casting, I took that picture because I thought it was going to be funny. And that was one of my greatest tweets of all time. That shit was heat. That got me so much clout. It was so worth it.
A man who goes the extra mile for the banger. And, well, the banger it is. Hey, respectable. I respect a man who can finagle his way into content. And speaking of content, Los, you're somebody who's been short form for quite a bit of time. It's usually the avenue of, I start over on TikTok. Here's the TikTok. I throw that thing. I throw it onto Twitter. Why make a second video when I can just give you the same one? But we look at your TikTok analytics, right? It's usually 1 in 20 videos. I feel like that's the case for a lot of creators that ends up blowing up, that ends up doing very well. How does that affect you as a creator, having obviously the same amount, if not more, effort going into each video as you go on and on and on, but having only 1 out of like 20 videos really pop off?
I mean, when a video pops off, I look at it and kind of think, nice. You know, when it first happened, it was for this video where I was making up the definitions for gamer terms. And that was insane. That was my biggest moment. I had just the notifications from TikTok lighten up my phone. It was like, all of the different headers. And I thought it was great, but I wasn't seeing that in the following video.
Okay.
or the video after, or the video after, or the video after, and I thought, I'm driving myself crazy trying to get that same dopamine rush. And it's not going to happen. And when it did happen, when I got my next video that had a million or so views, I didn't really give a shit. I didn't care too much. Of course, I was like, yeah, I did it. But then after that initial moment of, okay, how do I build on that? It immediately swapped back into, what are we going to do to grow? How do we turn this into a longer thing? Sure. And then you start to realize you kind of can't. Okay. You kind of can't make that happen. You just got to keep putting out your best effort, and just, if something bangs, then it bangs.
Something bangs, it bangs. And well, I certainly do, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh! Whoa!
Yeah,
Whoa!
That's an easy one. You know, I don't know that deserves the laugh and everything like that. Now, as somebody who has been such a pioneer in that space, do you have tips for newer creators, you know, people that are just trying to get into that micro form of content to bring it into bigger audiences?
Bro, just start posting, man. Just start posting. I have had such leaps and bounds of the different videos that I've made, and it actually comes down to start posting and stay posting. Try and just get out one a day, or at least 5 times a week. If you have a great TikTok, or you spend a session recording like 4, don't post them all on the same day. Don't blow that load, because you're going to have moments where, oh, I can't think of a TikTok, or I can't use my phone. And then you're just going to be sitting on empty. You got to keep shit in the drafts.
Well, how much is in the drafts right now?
None. I don't have any in the drafts. I don't have any.
Hey, man, you got to take your own advice. What's going on?
Well, listen, I posted, though. I posted today. What I had in the drafts today went out today.
Okay,
so I'm gonna have to go out tomorrow, make something happen.
Okay, you did post today. If everyone can direct their attention, please, to the screen, we can go ahead and take a look at what he did post today. We can get the audio in here. Excuse me.
Let's try and find what we can figure out from this clip.
Attention students, please report to your first period class.
No!
I have a question, Los. Up front. You know, listen, I've always been somebody who likes to get into the crux of things, likes to find out information. What does that mean? What does that TikTok imply?
So I leave a clip at the beginning. It says, Valorant's next map is going to take place in the United States. So that's how you get your first little bit of information. Okay. Listen a little bit, you hear some hustle and bustle, and then it's a PA speaker. You hear the principal telling kids to get to their first class. Now, that's a play on the fact that, well, this country is riddled with troubles. And, you know, school shooting, it's no joke until it is. And sometimes it could be a laughing matter.
Yeah, man, hey. I liked it. Pretty funny.
The face you made and the pause that you had was implying maybe not.
Well, no, I like it. It makes me nervous. You know, I don't know where you stand today with the internet in terms of what people feel is right and wrong. The fact that people very openly tell you what you can and cannot post about, what you can and cannot talk about. Where do you stand in all of that?
Listen, if you're saying something outright racist or sexist or homophobic, that shit isn't cool, obviously. But if you're going to toe the line about something like national tragedies, I mean, it's just because that isn't a crazy thing to happen in the country anymore. We're almost numb to it, how many times kids are going to get shot in school. Yeah, exactly. So this is like a part of life at this point in the United States, as sad and disgusting as it is to say. But I mean, when something is so common, you start to think about jokes about it. You start to have funny ideas. I mean, how many times has the idea of like, oh, be nice to the weird kid so he doesn't kill you at a school shooting? How many times has that joke been made? I mean, I'm not the first one to do it, and I'm not going to be the last one to have it either. And I mean, without any serious change in this country, fuck it. It's going to keep on happening. The events and the jokes.
100% certainty. I think it does bring a certain amount of awareness to the situation as well, outside of just like a little bit of shenanigans, a little bit of memery. So I do appreciate that. I do like where you go with that 100%. And as somebody who gets around a little bit, you've been to what, like 4 or 5 lands now in your career, right?
I think I've hold on. Let me
Yeah, no, good.
let me count. So there was Battle for NYC.
Yep.
The Rocket League. I competed in
The
HCS
Halo, yeah.
Raleigh. Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely shit on. There was Fragadelphia, Philadelphia for Frag 16.
Mhm.
Then Frag 16.
Mhm.
Then I'm gonna say upwards around 9, maybe 9.
Well, it's kind of weird. You didn't include winter champs. Weren't you at winter champs, Los?
That was Fragadelphia 16.
Ah, okay. Yeah, one of my favorite pieces of work from you, actually.
Oh, boy.
And I'd love to tell the studio audience why. If you would once again direct your attention to the screen. This is a good moment from you, Los, right here.
The radio edit.
I feel like you're stalling.
I am stalling. I
feel like you're stalling.
And then
you're losing points right now for the stall.
All right. Here we go.
All right. Hit the move. The base
More
drops
strike,
now.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
You know, I like that you're committing.
Oh.
I feel like I need a little bit more foot movement out of it. Yeah.
Damn.
Maybe some high kicks. Maybe a high kick. There we go. Oh, there we go. All right.
Like you got it
You go.
in this
You
video.
go,
So
Los.
that was
You go,
that
Los.
was with Darth Mike.
Yeah.
And
Break it
I
down.
like him.
Break it
That
down,
dude
Los. Break it
is-
down,
he's
Los.
super
Okay.
knowledgeable about
All
the
right.
game.
Uh-huh.
You've
But at the
earned
same
the
time,
commitment
he's
earns
like
you
an older brother that
our
bullies
highest
you.
honor.
You feel you got bullied in that clip, is what you're saying.
No, throughout the weekend. Throughout the
Oh.
weekend, I was bullied. Not
Okay.
specifically there because I made the commitment to do that bit,
Mhm.
but
Well,
because when you gotta fill, you will do the most ridiculous shit. And we were on a tech pause. I'm thinking like upwards of probably 20 minutes at that point. So you got to
Ooh,
make something
yeah.
happen.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was wondering if maybe if you do us all a favor here, if maybe
my
you
God.
would show us a little something, a little bit of your moves.
Are you gonna give me a beat, or am I gonna just do this
A beat.
freestyle?
Yeah, I'll give you a beat. Hey man, you ready?
Yeah. Let's make this happen. Let's make
Ladies
this
and
happen.
gentlemen, your host Los.
R&B feel to it. Oh, okay. It's still.
No, go ahead, get the beat switch. Show us your improvisational skills, please.
So this is a little more of a Spanish feel. So I'm gonna do the little
Tango?
chata action.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
now we're.
Second of it. Ooh, you're dropping low?
Can't even
We
see
getting
me down
low
here.
with lows, baby. Oh, he going all the way. He going the distance.
Let me show you how it's done.
Yeah, show me how it's done, baby.
Okay. All right. That's enough.
Reasons to hire this guy to put him on full display. I mean, you got him right there. He just let you know. Incredible work right there, Los.
God.
Perfect way to send us out into what is going to be our commercial break. Now, as you may have noticed, I got us a brand new LED screen. Back in the day when Los was the host, we kind of just threw stuff onto the screen. Didn't really make any sense. But I went ahead and bought us an actual LED screen. You know, these things are expensive. They run.
Who gave you that budget?
They run about $1,000 per panel. Now I threw in some of my own money because come on, I mean, I got it like that. I threw in a little bit of my own money, but a sponsor had to come through to help us out as well. So we're gonna go ahead at this time. We're gonna take to a quick commercial break. When we come back, more here with Los.
No way!
Cursa Ceramics. They're unique. Handmade. And always made with love here in Brooklyn. Order today, Etsy.com/shop Cursa Ceramics.
No fucking way, bro.
Thank you so much to Cursa Ceramics for sponsoring today's episode of Late Night with Los. You're saying no way, Los. What is what's no way about?
Wow.
What's going on, Los?
I was never expecting that. Kirsa, fantastic. Has her work out there. She has some of the best ceramics, the best craftswomanship I've ever seen. That woman is so talented. I love her so much, and I love the work that she does, and I love the work that you have displayed. Thank you so much for putting her work on display, Kat.
Oh,
I really appreciate that.
I mean, I got paid, so you know.
How much? How much?
Well, hey, listen, we don't want.
Because that budget's coming out from me as well. If she's gonna give you the ad money, like what is that?
It's like a joint bank account situation, like what?
Well, it's more like a 95.5%. I'm the 5.
Oh, well then we're good. Don't worry about it. Yeah, don't worry about it. I did hear possibly there's a chance that rent might be close. So you know, there's tons of great employment opportunities, whether it be easy stuff, self-employment stuff like a DoorDash, something like that. You might want to look into it just for this month of rent.
You know, I actually have DoorDashed before.
Oh, well,
I've DoorDashed for 2 days. Do not do it again. I don't think I ever got my payout. 2 days.
What happened?
I didn't really know how to do it effectively because I was using a car in Brooklyn. Also, my car at the time was totally fucked because the battery terminals were just very loose.
Okay.
And sometimes I try to turn on my car, it just does not turn on.
Oh.
So that's a pretty bad situation when you're stopping and going all over the city. So
right.
That wasn't a long-lived scenario.
Right. That is quite unfortunate. I was hoping that maybe you could turn DoorDashing into your new profession, considering the fact that obviously like the whole show and everything is like, you know,
yeah,
so
that won't
really be the income anymore. So I was just wondering if I could maybe get something else spewing, and I think maybe possibly you do. You know, we heard about the fact that NYXL, you know, you've been gunning for the creator camp. You've been having an absolute showing, and congratulations, man! You made it into that creator champ, that chance to play for the $50,000 to an upcoming creator, and that's kind of convenient considering the NYXL is in New York, and so are you. So, will you tell us a little bit about that opportunity? Are you excited? Are you looking to pursue it? I know there's been some rescheduling going on, but hopefully it does fit into your schedule still nonetheless.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah, I want to be part of NYXL. I have wanted to join this org for such a long time, man. I have wanted to be involved with their content. I really think that I can put New York on the map with NYXL because anytime you think of content, you're going to immediately look over to LA. That's where everybody is at. And NYXL has been the one shining beacon here in New York City, here on the East Coast even. Like, yeah, they got Atlanta FaZe, you got Misfits down in Florida. But what are they doing? They got an LEC team. Their main fan base, or their main, you know, performance, it's over in Europe. Nothing on the East Coast even matters. Like, sure, Exit, I think, is hosted in Boston. But you know all the creators live out in LA. You know all the people who actually do shit are in LA. So it's got to be New York on top. And that's why I want to be involved with the team, because I think together we can get this city popping. 100%.
Huge. You know, best of luck going forward into that and into future endeavors. And I just want to ask you, you were surprised at the recent advertising. Who is the advertiser? How do you know the advertiser? It seemed like it was personal to you.
The advertiser?
Yeah. How do you know? How do you know? I don't want to say her name wrong again. Please do me a solid here.
Wait, Kirsa?
Yeah, thank you.
The advertiser.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay, so me and Kirsa, we originally met in college. We were in a class together. We were in 2 classes together. I didn't talk to her the first one.
Okay.
The one that we actually met was in Model UN. Normally, that's a club for other schools, but it was a class. I got credits for that shit. It was sick.
Let's go.
All we did was learn about Algeria, which was an interesting country to represent. We went to, and topical if you're a Call of Duty fan. We went to Boston and we were just hanging out. I was part of the nuke, like the space committee. I did not know Algeria even had a space program. The idea was there's a meteor coming to Earth.
Oh shit.
Are we gonna nuke that shit? What's the deal? And I said, I made friends with some Venezuelan kids who were representing Iran, and they said nuke. I was like, let's fucking nuke that thing, baby. Let's go. Because they were going hard. I was just showing up. Like, I was not a stakeholder in that event. No one gave a shit what Algeria was thinking. It was a Crim 6 committee in there. And afterwards, we were just hanging out. We went to a party. I did some minor vandalism, blah, blah, blah. And then we kind of went our separate ways. Yeah.
Hold on. Listen, I'm going to stop you right there. Allegedly, what is the vandalism? All alleged. Obviously not real.
Well, no, it's minor within someone's like frat house or not a frat house, but just a house.
Okay.
I was a very destructive kid back in the day. A real rapscallion, a bastard even.
Ooh.
And I peed in their bathtub. Yeah.
You what? You what?
I peed in their bathtub.
Oh.
Yeah, but that's like the most minor place to pee because there's a drain in the bottom. You just turn on the faucet and then it self cleans. Like how many of you have peed in the bathtub?
Well,
every single one of you.
Shower?
Exactly.
It's basically the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. All
well,
good.
a bathtub shower. They didn't have one of those standing situations.
Well, you're all good.
And no, easy breezy, beautiful. Clean that pee, no problem.
All right, so continue. Sorry, so you peed. You peed in the bathtub. A little vandalism, and then moving along.
Yeah, peed in the bathtub, and then maybe 2 years later, I think we were both living in Brooklyn. Me and my ex, we had split.
Okay.
And she saw I lived in the neighborhood, hit me up. We got drinks, and then it's been a great time for 3.5 years. So I'm incredibly happy to be with her.
3.5 years. How many years have you been living together?
Well, we were semi living together during our first year because my 2 roommates were never in the apartment, and she never really wanted to be in her apartment. So I would say
overall time.
I would say like maybe 3 years.
3 years, okay. So I think that leads us into the more important question, Los. What point do you put it on? What point do you throw you get the ring out and you get
Oh no, I'm absolutely marrying her, 100%. There's no doubt. I think it just comes down to I'm not exactly in a place with my career or like financially where I think I don't feel like I would be a respectable husband because I just am in a low. I'm not there yet. I want to be able to financially provide for my wife, my fiance, and I'm not there yet. We're still building.
I actually really respect that, and I think that is incredibly important to one, recognizing yourself, but two, to be able to like openly admit and actually be able to understand. Like I respect that a lot. Like for me personally, I don't really want to be married until 30. I don't really want to have kids until 35. I feel like at 30, you really start to understand what you want. And I, especially like for people like us who are trying to do non-traditional stuff, who are trying to be content creators, talents, things of that nature in the entertainment industry, I think you need a lot of time. I think you have to be able to fail miserably. You have to fall on your ass and have absolutely nothing for long periods of time. And I think it's very hard to have to actively support somebody while being completely on your fucking ass. I mean, like if you can't support yourself, you can't support somebody else. It's really that simple. And if you've got to constantly worry about, well, this person needs a place to stay, they need a place to live at the same time, like I think it becomes a lot harder. Like when I get engaged to somebody or when I marry somebody, which I mean honestly it's the same fucking thing, so it doesn't really matter. That's it. Like I am gonna do everything in my power to make sure this person is well supported, and that is pretty much all I'm gonna care about. Same thing with kids. Like if I have kids, it's not 18 years off while that kid grows, but it's definitely 18 years career in the background, because my kid is going to be the most important thing to me. So I totally understand that. I very much respect that. And I applaud you for being able to recognize, like, this is where I'm at right now. That's very, very impressive. And I think very few people can consistently do that. Ask you, like, what do you have, like, a set goal of when, like, okay, I'm far enough, I'm stable enough that I am able to make that decision?
I think I don't have a specific number in mind, because in our industry there isn't salary for talent, you know?
Right.
We kind of just go from job to job. But if I'm in a position where I'm getting great jobs, I have great relationships with all the people, the talent managers, and I will be secure. I won't have to worry about where my next paycheck is going to come from, or my next DoorDash if I was Frosty.
Right.
You know, it may be time. I just want to feel like confident in my career.
Yeah. Respectable. Very respectable. Now talk about
check your notes.
Kirsa?
It's okay.
Kirsa, is that it?
Kirsa.
I keep fucking her name up. Okay. So talk about Kirsa a little bit. You guys have done a bit of cosplay together. You know, a bit of fun. For instance, well, who is that handsome?
Oh yeah, baby.
A little Guandissimo action going on there from the Carlito. Now, what is this? Halloween?
Yeah, that's a Halloween party at our first apartment in Bushwick, and I didn't want to be Cosmo. I wanted to be freaking Juandissimo. That dude's an absolute Chad, a romantic, and he just loves Wanda so much.
I like that,
and I feel that.
Very cute, very cute. There's a couple instances of you at some cons. Is that a consistent thing? Is that just helping out? What's up with that?
I've been to Comic-Con twice. I'm gonna go again this year, and I like it. I think it's a lot of fun. I like dressing up. I mean, hell, who doesn't? Especially when you go as a group, because then people like to take pictures of you. And I imagine that's where this is going to lead.
No, not at all. I would never put you on the spot like that. So I won't do that to you. But nah, you're a little ripped. You're a little jacked.
I'm looking kind of big in that one, right?
Hey, man. I won't lie. You don't look too shabby, and you're someone who went to the gym pretty consistently. Again, made pretty consistent gym content. Are you still actively going to the gym? You say you're a former gym rat, so that has me of the opinion maybe not.
Well, no, I'm still going to the gym. I didn't go this week. I got fucking COVID, bro. Oh my God. By the way, just fun fact, the pants I was wearing in that last picture, those were women's pants.
Respectable. More comfortable.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I got COVID, so I haven't been to a little bit, and of course, I'm always trying to go to the gym, because I've thought, listen, if I don't have a gig today, if I'm not working today, why am I not gonna go to the gym? It doesn't make any sense. You know, I have time, and if you just sit around not going, like with your mind running, you're gonna be judging yourself. You gotta do something where you are not thinking at all. And that's what I like to do.
Right. Well, this is the part of the show where I fucking mog you. So good thing you've been going to the gym. You know, go ahead and throw that jacket off for me. I gotta mog you just real quick. You go ahead and stand up. You know, I see what's going on.
Okay, I'm not wearing a tank, so it's gonna be like not as like you've got a leg up.
Just throw the whole shirt off, man.
Is that legal?
Yeah.
Is that legal on Twitch?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see people stream shirtless all the time.
It is legal on Twitch, man. Do it to him.
All right, check this out. So this isn't peak lows.
Okay.
But I mean, wrong way. Let's check it out. Let me show you what I got.
Oh. Wait a minute. He's kind of okay. Hold on.
Let's try and okay. See now we've got a shirtless session here. I honestly feel like this could be if someone screenshot this, like this is clearly thumbnail material, right?
Yeah, this is peak show. All right, you hit some poses. Hit the poses.
Hold on. I can't naturally get the wings out, so.
Okay. Okay.
Nope. There we go. No, that just looks bad.
Yo, you got a little lat spread in you? You got a little of that back action?
All right. I don't know how to do this.
All right, so here's what you do, right? I got you. So you want to spread your lats. You're gonna come here, right? You're gonna bring your arms back, and you want to tuck your. Here, I'll do it this way. You want to tuck your thumb.
Oh, what am I doing? I look so small right now. The lighting is not doing me any justice.
That's how it goes. It's an all natural angle. You want to tuck your thumbs, and then you want to push your shoulders down and out. You spread your back. No. Here. Come in flat and back, baby. I hit it with that rear ankle.
Oh, I think I got it on one of them. This is not working out. This is not working out. Hold on.
Hit one of these.
Okay. Did I do it right?
Hey, you know,
yeah, what a perfect time for Chad to come in. He's going to walk in and see two absolute Chads.
Yes, sir. All right. So, you know, while we're here, while this action's going on, I want to play a game with you, if that's okay. I know that sounds kind of goofy.
Okay.
And this content.
All right.
But that's not what I mean. So, you know, you used to do gym content. It was all around video gaming. I want to do a little bit of that here for the show. Show them the content you used to make. If that's all right with you. So
let's do it.
We're going to throw in the randomizer. We're going to throw in a random muscle group and a random game. I want you to improv for us a workout based off of those two things. You got that?
Let's fucking go.
All right, so our first one, it's going to be the biceps and it's going to be Valorant. Hit me with it, brother.
Okay, biceps and Valorant. Oh, okay. This is kind of going to be a wrist one. But this is spamming your knife.
Okay.
Or spamming your inspect.
Okay, this is that was questionable.
So that's spamming your Vandal gun inspect. So
spamming your Vandal gun inspect. Yes, I see it.
You see it? Does that work? Is that good?
Yeah, that's not too bad.
If you tighten your core, that'll help too.
That's pretty good. I like that one. You know, why don't we go ahead and throw the randomizer up again? I want to see a little something else we can get from you, sir. Let's see. Get that thing up and cooking. All right.
For the guests at home, yes, you do have to grunt.
This will be an interesting one. All right, it's the back, and it's Overwatch. Oh, I'm interested to see what you go for here.
Oh God, what? I get. Oh, easy. This is wall climbing. Wall climbing for Genji or Hanzo.
Okay, a little wall climbing.
Yeah, there we go. No problem. No problem, baby.
That was quick.
Easy mode.
You're quick with it. I won't lie. Okay. Well, what do you say, Los? We grab one more real quick. We'll let you put your shirt back on. You know, get you off the spot.
Yeah.
Us,
I don't look nearly as jacked as I do in person. This is crazy.
Nah. Don't even worry about it. All right, this one, it's gonna be the chest, and it's gonna be for CS:GO, your roots, the game that you started in. What you got for me?
Okay. Man, what am I? Everyone does the same shit in CS:GO. Dude, this is hard. This is hard.
Help, man, I'm willing.
I'm willing. Do you want to duo queue this? Have you had ideas? What were you thinking?
I'll wingman with you. So I'm thinking, right? You know, you gotta buy armor the start of every round. You know, you want to get yourself a vest. I'm thinking we do the Kevlar vest try on. We do kind of similar to a chest fight. We strap it in. We do a little strap in the vest. What are you thinking?
You know, what I was thinking was just juggling, like, because you're kind of pushing. It's a pushing motion.
Okay.
Juggling all of your weapons and just throwing it up in the air and then catching it again. Like this. Like a little bit of it, little bit of this.
Okay.
Ugh.
I like it. Thank you very much. I'm going to the gym after the show tonight, so I'll try them out.
It's a late session.
I'll let you know how they go. You know, you're going to go throw some clothes back on here before Twitch gets us out of our good graces.
Okay, well. Now that all of the women have left the stream, we can continue. Throwing lineups is like shot put. Damn, I was thinking that because I thought it was like just too much shoulder though. Like it wasn't chest; it would be too much shoulder. So that was kind of where I.
Oh yeah. No, you're not wrong. And I'm always up for constructive criticism, you know.
Hey, you know what?
So I don't mind.
We did our best.
We did something.
We did our best because that was no easy task. I can tell you. I mean, I don't even need to tell you. You were a part of it.
Unfortunately, I was there.
Unfortunately, you were there. You're the one who created it.
Hey, well, you know, the folks at home, they begged me when I got on the show. They said we want to see a little bit of Los, and you know,
they want to see shirtless Los. Yeah, I haven't posted shirtless Los on the TL in quite some time.
Yeah, we're missing the thirst trap Los, so had to let it happen for the folks at home today, and well, a great pleasure to get to see it unfold. That is for sure. Now, Los, in the crux of it, right? You know, we're trialing other hosts. The network have said some things, man. I want to ask you. 5 seasons, man. 5 seasons deep. Plenty of friends of the show. What does the process look like in bringing people in, finding folks to interview?
Man, it really just comes down to who's going to respond to my DM. It really, what happened, I believe, with you, you brought up being on the show. I think we never spoke to each other.
I think we casted together. I'm pretty sure.
That was that was before we casted because we were going to cast together, and then you mentioned is that Los? I remember because it was between you, me, and K-Tad for esports U, and I was like, this guy seems interested. Let's get his ass on the fucking show. Like that's the easiest dub I've ever had. Easiest capture. Same thing happened to Ravish. Same thing happened with Juggle God. And like people who just asked to come on the show. More than likely, I'll let you on the show. I'm looking for people to get on this damn thing. People aren't responding to my DMs. I need guests.
This is fair. So yeah, you know, I've always been curious because there's so many folks who consistently are hopping on this John, and they all feel like they're from different places, which is interesting. Just how deep of a reach this show has in the community, and I like to really attribute that a little bit to you, man. The fact that you started this thing from the ground up. You got it to where it was, and us at the network, you know, we prepared something very special for you. Just seeing us, you know, you're the one who made this all possible. You're the one who started it all off. So, you know, before we start to close things down, we'll give you a chance to react to it first, you know, to say those goodbyes. But before you do such a thing, we want to say goodbye to you. A lot of good folks have worked hard on this. We went ahead. We reached out to a lot of people. We went ahead and talked to them. We came to some of their homes for interviews. So this is what the network, folks near and dear to you, what the community has to say about Los. A little farewell, if you don't mind directing that attention to the screen.
Los is fucking the fuck out of here.
Sorry. I don't want you to have that. This is well, this one's for you. You know, I don't really like that you're laughing about it. You know, this is real. This is special. This is important.
This is my dad in his garage.
We love and we cherish our son, and whatever he's happy with, we're.
I missed the audio.
You know, I'm sure he didn't say anything.
Nah,
I can't tell if you did this on purpose or not.
Well,
This is definitely on purpose. There's no way.
You know, I just want to make sure he's got a future.
Who? Oh, yeah, Carlos. Yeah, I mean, went to my gym.
Wow.
Hog up
The colored birds.
Oh, excuse me. But before we run back into this one, I actually know what happened. We had a little bit of a technical issue earlier that it looks like we have lost just a little bit of the audio. Now, I don't want you to think we don't care about you, and we didn't care enough to go back through it. So let's re-cue, you know, let's refresh it. You know, sometimes things happen. It's live production at the end of the day. Let's take a look one more time.
Listen, I've been there.
At the video for you yourself, Los.
You know, I think he's gonna take it pretty hard, having it go, but it's really about the memories that you make along the way, you know. So hopefully, maybe now he'll, you know, get a job, whether that's retail, whether that's, you know, it doesn't really matter too much. Just New York runs expensive, and you know, I just want to make sure he's got a future.
Who? Oh, yeah, Carlos. Yeah, I mean, went to my gym. I met him. He was like stacking up a bunch of 10-pound dumbbells. Said he's building a sage wall, making a video or something like that. You know, on TikTok or something. Yeah, I don't know.
He said that direct.
Interesting guy.
Oh man, I love late night with Los. You know, every Thursday night, me and the wife, we tune into the TV. You know, we just love watching Los, particularly the guests. You know, we really love to see the guests come on. Love to see, you know, innovative people who Carl's gonna be talking to that week. And my wife is a Carlos fan. She loves to tune into Carlos. She's always telling me what Carlos is doing, this and that and that. And you know, he used to post gym progress pictures a lot, and she would love to tell me about, you know, the progress he's making, and how good he looked. Yeah, we've been to therapy a couple times, but you know, Los was always there, you know, to keep things going.
Rip! Rip! What the fuck?
Truly special, Los. Truly special. What do you have to say to the folks? I mean, your father, folks at the gym, your dedicated viewers.
I cucked that last guy. The full disclosure.
Oh.
Yeah, but I love my fans. I love my family. I love everyone who has watched the show, taken some time to even be a part of the show, taken some time to temporarily host the show. And everything here in this show is me.
No, what was that last
As
word?
This is my show.
You said
I gave birth to it.
I don't understand.
I will have my grip on this show until the day it gets canceled. And if it does, it'll be by me. Nobody is taking Late Night with Los. It'll be the late, dearly departed people who think they can. And this is my show. Now and forever. Thank you, Catinator.
Not much more to say than that. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching another week of Late Night with Los. And, well, somebody, I'll see you next Thursday. We'll see who that person is. But until then, peace be with us all.
Just a hard cut.